Peace. Peace. Spaz, what's up? Sabona, aka Peace. He said, what it do? He said, you may leak my steppers game up. Anybody who tangled with me got to step they shit up. Just watch the Baltimore. Let's talk about be more careful for a minute. That's what I got on here for. Let's talk about be more careful. I got some shit going on and be more careful. What y'all know about that? Shout out to Pennsylvania Avenue. He said that Instagram live hit different. Good afternoon, everybody. He said getting that workout. Yeah, man. Let me give a set to the chat. Let me give a set to the chat right quick. Damn, y'all couldn't even see me. Hey, what are you doing? He said, okay, you doing uncut Vice? Yeah, I'm gonna put Vice out of business. I'm gonna get Vice the fuck up out of here. Bobby Tsunami says, man, I'm looking crazy right now. That ain't no business of mine. That shit ain't no business of mine. That's his problem. He got to deal with that shit. Got to get you to Richmond. I knew Richmond niggas to be sedity. I used to live in Norfolk. I'm half a Norfolk nigga. Let's say I'm a Norfolk nigga. Let's say I'm a Norfolk nigga at times. Point Terrace, I might have went to school in Norfolk, Virginia. You dig? Them niggas from Richmond used to think they was better than us. For no reason at all. Oh, shit. He said, Gully got the troop slides on. I do. Vintage. 804 to 757. Gully, be careful. Mano knocked out little C's who was as big as you. Knocked him to sleep before smacking him up. Very interesting. He said nobody wear the tall socks no more. These tall socks, I put these tall socks on as an honorary gesture for Washington, D.C., who's been so good to me. They've been so good to me, so I wanted to represent for y'all one time with the Lawrence Moulton socks. Hold on. One time for Lawrence Moulton. One time for Lawrence Moulton. One time for DeMar Johnson. All right. Shout out to DC. He said that's a DC thing. All I wear is tall socks or no socks. He said, what you know about Moulton? Stop playing with me, man. This is the dribble, man. I'm the dribble god. You come here for basketball, hip hop, sports, and fashion. What's my name? I told you my name 1,000 times. Dribble. Hold on. It's my name. He said, okay, I'm cool with the long socks. He was wrong. Cats on Rutland 91st had Bally's, Lotto, fish lip, Bally sneakers. I was looking for the fish lip Bally's. That's what I wanted. How about the playoffs? The Lakers, Damian Lillard isn't playing in game 5, so you know what that means. That's about their ass. That's about their ass. Get them out of here. The Lakers taking it this year. The Lakers gonna take it. Ken Dio, Ken Dio, I'm gonna help you develop your channel. You got some good videos, but you gotta put more animation. I'm not talking about the animation me and you use. I'm talking about when you talking, you gotta be snapping transitions and different landscapes and shit. Start fucking raining and shit. I've been trying. You right though. Lakers take it by default. Shells, what's good, pimp? That's one of my early MCs right there. Superstar Shells and shit. All LeBron needs is one ring in LA. That's it. Gully, what's up? No sizes for the luxury track jackets. Oh, I gotta add that to the site. They go all the way up to 2X. Copy one. Have you spoken to Unique since he been out? I spoke to a representative of his. As soon as they start talking about money, I normally be turned off and shit. I'm not gonna pay you money to tell your story and shit. You know what I mean? I've paid if I deemed it necessary, but I'm the one that got the following and shit. Capadonna interview was fire. Luka hit a game winner. Now he bird. Not at all. I knew that somebody was going. They trying to say that one of the Morris twins stepped on his ankle or some shit like that, but I knew somebody was gonna try to rough him up. That's a part of basketball. The gorilla shit is part of basketball. If you have an opponent, he's scoring too much, we have to do something about you. Time to smoke. He said Shady album fire. Everybody that you see on this platform, I ain't profiled a whack rapper yet. I tell a nigga I don't want your money. I tell a nigga that. It's niggas just step to me, try to get on my platform. Paid. And then when I seen the type of product package that they was working with, I'm like, nah fam, you like TV material. Gully and Real will most only respond to the super chats. Speaking of the super chat shit, right? I never knew how that shit worked. I never knew how that shit worked. I do now. And if you on here and I'm talking and I don't see what you saying, and if I don't see your question, I don't charge donations or nothing like that. But if I don't see your inquiry or your question, super chat it. That highlight. Excuse me. It's that Bally combo.
And that point you described, Dominique, it's actually, I think, even sadder and more depressing and a bigger indictment of us than merely painting. This is a kind of dystopian version of parenting.
Roll
What
up.
these athletes are saying is, if you don't shape up, if you don't start valuing black lives, we're going to take your games away. You're not going to be able to play with your toys. And that is so unbelievably sad.
Let y'all see something.
Threat, which it is, but also
Turn that down, please.
feel the need to do so. So when George Hill talks about how he wishes they never ended
Subscribe to the channel, man. I'm here for a minute. I'm kicking with y'all. This is not Crystal Light. Shout out to President Dave. I think I'm about to upload him next. All in all, I'm getting upset, overwhelmingly upset at, I have to talk about this. I'm glad I thought about this. The situation that had happened in Wisconsin, right? I don't care who gets mad. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all know. The situation that happened in Wisconsin, that don't have to be our story. That does not have to be our story. When the police roll up, you have options. You did? You can slide first. When you in an incident that you know is going to require some police intervention, already have in your head, when these cowboys show up, they might turn against all of us. They come to kill. So you already know that when you in a little conflict, them cowboys coming. You already got to know that, right? Boom. When the police roll up and they give you an order, when the police give you an order, right? When they say, yo, stop, give me some ID, put your hands behind your back, any of that, just do it. Just do it. You can't win because the moment that you don't follow a direct order, the first charge is disorderly conduct. Just comply. This is a 5-minute exchange. I seen this earlier on my let's talk about how many of us who done got pulled over with weed and shit. Let's talk about how many of us who've gotten pulled over and the car smell like weed or it's weed in the car and shit. Now you know what's about to happen. When the police come up to the window, they can tell everybody to get the fuck out the car, get on the ground, I'm about to search everybody. Or you, the guy, the driver, you can talk like you got some sense. You dig? You can talk like you got some sense. I smell weed. Was anybody in here smoking? Yeah, I was smoking. I was smoking. Or yeah, we were smoking. It's gone now. You dig? As soon as you start, lying to the police never was good. That never worked out really. That never worked out good. That only seemed to aggravate them and shit. You dig what I'm saying? My man said, I've been pulled over plenty of times, smooth my way up out of there. I've been pulled out. I've been pulled over driving under suspension. Driving under suspension. Listen, I'm lying and flying. I swear to God, I got pulled over one time on a highway with my little sister. I had my little sister with me. We speeding on the highway. We was going shopping for Easter. I'm taking her out of town to go get fresh for Easter. We get pulled over. There's no license in the car. We're going to jail. I'm going to jail. They're going to take the car and tow it. You know what I told the police? He asked me about my license. I said it was suspended. He said, man, are you serious? What are you doing driving? I said, my little sister pregnant. My mama gonna kill her. I got to take her to the abortion clinic. He bit that shit. He bit that shit. He ate that shit all up. He ate that shit all up. He said, same here. And I was told, I didn't see you. I got away with that. I got away with that. I told him, yo, my sister she's pregnant. My mom gonna kill her. The police officer was a Christian. He didn't believe in having children out of wedlock. He gave us an escort. He escorted us. He gave us an escort to the exit. He followed us to the exit. Oh shit. Oh shit. So yeah, it can go like that. Yeah, I pulled the abortion card on him. That worked, right? Boom. Another time, right? Me and my man was smoking. Now, the police officer that's running down on us, he know our background. He know we have a background in, street, drug cases, whatever. When he pull us over and he see who was in the car, it's me and another guy who has a reputation. He look in there, he see us. He like, I know y'all ain't got nothing on y'all. I know y'all don't have nothing on. And I told him, you know we don't have anything. You dig what I'm saying? We veterans, fam. We veterans. We know what you come to do, and you know what we about. Um, we wouldn't even be driving dirty. Hell no, ain't nothing in here. Shit. You did. He like, all right, well, get out the car and shit, man. I gotta just, look through it and shit. Told us to stand on the curb. He go through there. My man left the weed in the ashtray. The blunt, it was half smoked. He left it in the ashtray, and it might have been another little bag of weed. It was in the ashtray. Before we got out the car, I told my man, I said, yo, you want me to tuck that? Because they didn't see it. I said, you want me to tuck it? He was like, nah, fuck it. Leave it there. Leave it there. When he went in there, and when the police went in there in the car and started flipping through shit and he found the weed, he left it the fuck alone and shit. He just left that shit alone, man. 9 times out of 10, they want a fucking hammer anyway and shit. You dig? So he said, not in Cali. Instantly, in a sitting contest on the curb. That's because y'all be doing drive-bys and killing motherfuckers. They gotta make sure y'all ain't got nothing. He said, I hit him with my apologies, officer. Those don't hurt. Those don't hurt, officer. My apologies. Boom, I made a mistake. You know, it's finesse. Use your motherfucking head, man. You don't have to go to the mortuary. You can go home to your family and shit. You don't have to go shot. You don't. My man said in Chicago, they'll let you go for anything other than crack and murder. Pretty much. That's like everywhere. They don't got no hammer. Depending on the type of officers, especially if they veterans, if they a vet, they not trying to write that shit up. They not trying to do no paperwork, none of that shit. They don't want to be insulted. The fuck you mean y'all ain't got no weed? All y'all got weed. You dig what I'm saying? My man said, nah, I'm from the Bay. No drive-bys up here. He said, that'd be the first thing they say when they pull up. If you ain't got no weapons or warrants, we gonna let you go and shit. Yeah. They know already, man. I was listening to, I think it was a police officer speak about percentages. This was a couple of days ago, you know. I'm listening to a police officer speak about percentages, right? And he was talking about the flat brim hat. He was talking about the flat brim fitted cap, right? And he was saying how, based on percentages, if you see a guy, a suspect, and he wears his hat in a flat style, the flat brim, like Sean Poe, y'all know what I'm talking about. Fabulous, the big. If you wear this style, the flat brim, if your brim not bent, or if you wear this flat style, percentages say 65% of the guys that wear their hat this way, percentages say this. This is math. 65%, probably 70% of the guys that wear their hat this way is involved on some level. You dig what I'm saying? So if you trying to figure out, hey, why they fucking with me? He dealing with math. He dealing with math. He dealing with a math equation that they created at the police precinct. Yeah, out of 60% of the perps, 100% of the perps, 60% gonna have their hat worn like this. That shit sounds stupid, don't it? That shit sounds stupid, don't it? If you think about it, it's right. It's right. It's right. It's right. Just think about it. How did we start wearing that style hat, the flat brim hat? That's a hip hop style. That's a hip hop style. That's where it came from. Hip hop videos, watching. That's how it spread and shit. So they saying to themselves, if he wears his hat like this, it's a good chance he has weed on him, based on percentages and shit. You did, and if you don't, he might have something else. Straight up. My man said in Philly right now, all they want is guns. They don't care about anything else. It's almost 500 people here. I need y'all to like this video, please. I don't wear hats if I'm riding dirty. He said, so it's deeper than racial profiling. They created a math equation. For real. My man said, what if you got a cowboy hat on? We used to go to work, go put in work wearing slacks and button-ups. Who rides dirty? A damn fool. And nobody should be riding dirty in 2020, yo. They made songs about it. We know what happens when you get pulled over, man. You going down and shit. I've been flat brim starter hat since the 90s. In Detroit, they say we want dope and guns. They ask about the pistol here in Texas. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. The Real Gully TV. Don't ride with more weed than you can eat. That's kind of true. Shouldn't even walk dirty. You right. Lost Substance TV. I appreciate your donation. My high don't right now like that. He said you sound like them. I'm just relaying information to you so you can separate the meat from the bone and decide how you're gonna conduct yourself in your next traffic stop. I'm a professional with dealing with the fucking cops and shit. You dig? Like, you could show me the worst Rafael Perez type motherfucking shit. I have niggas like that wrapped around my fingers and shit. You dig? Most fucking police officers, as soon as they see me, they hop on dick about the fitness shit. They see me, damn, he in shape. What you doing in the gym? I play that on him too. Motherfuckers hop up out the police cruise all big, got the steroids all up in him. Oh, slow down, big fella. God damn, what you putting on the bench? You all excited and shit? That take them all the way. They take them, it turn them all the way down. Yeah, turn them all the way down. We talking about fitness. You came to arrest me. We talking about your bench press. I'm serious. Y'all laughing, man. I do the same shit with security guards and shit. I do the same shit with security guards. You go to the door of the club and security guard acting all stupid and shit. Just doing extra shit. Damn, big fella, man. I see you, nigga. I know you in charge up in here, man. Like, biggest, what you putting on the shoulders right now? You dig what I'm saying? The nigga get the oh man, I'm doing the Arnold's on the shoulders and shit, man. I'm just using dumbbells right now. We having a separate conversation on the side. My whole party then got in and shit. You know what I'm saying? While we sitting there kicking it. He said a Jedi mind trick. I got mind power over Debo. He said you gotta be smooth on your feet with those people. He said, what about the Mark Buchanan's, butter soft leathers, and all flavors? How does your humility theory play into this? I've been in trouble with the law before, and I know you have no wins in court. If it make it to court, you have no wins. If you had an experience where the court gave you some justice or they were impartial in their decisions, that's an isolated incident. Um, the courts, the judicial system is responsible for protecting white supremacy. You dig? I say that again. The judicial system is known to protect it. Just look, when you see a motherfucker get shot all in his fucking back 7 times and shit, when they do this shit, right, they already know in their head they not gonna be punished. Why will I be punished for shooting a nigga? The last 30 motherfuckers that shot niggas weren't punished. So let me try out this 40 lock I just got and shit. Put some slugs up in his ass. Andre Smith said, I turned the call to him from Fresh Prince, man. I be looking for shit, man. I just dissect them and shit. I dissect them. Motherfucker might hop out. He got an Ohio State tattoo on his arm. Then you went to Ohio, you Big Ten player? Damn, you played in the Big Ten? God damn. What year you play? Who you play for? He said, that's how you got to talk to the cops 100% of the time. Their authority, this is the authority. When they show up to enforce authority, you got to give them they just do. I'm watching homeboys struggle and run away from and shit. You can't do that. They don't tolerate that shit from black people. You dig? Like, I think they already hit him with the taser and shit. Y'all got to keep in mind that a lot of these police officers, they probably ain't never dealt with black people before. I met a CO in a jail that said he never seen black people in real life till he went to the military and shit. He'd never seen a black person in real life. He only seen them on TV until he went to the military. A CO told me that before. I'm like, are you fucking serious? He said there was no black people around where I was from. Like, I'm from the sticks. We didn't see no black. I didn't even. He didn't even play sports against black. You know, like you might go and compete against a team, and they might have other nationalities. He was even playing against Cowboys. You dig? So you have these people who are afraid for their life. I just hit this nigga with a stun gun, right? Who that peas? I appreciate your donation. Shout out to Jersey. I just hit this motherfucker with a stun gun, right? And at the police academy, they telling us if you hit a motherfucker with this stun gun and it don't slow him up, he might be on drugs. He might be on PCP or some shit like that. So you got a Caucasian in somebody's black neighborhood, motherfuckers raising hell, and he trying to get control of the situation. And the person that he's trying to corral is resistant and he's scared. The fact that he shot him 7 times tell you that he was racist and scared. For real. He didn't have to do that shit. He said, that's real middle America. He said, I met white boys like that. He said, you should be a journalist, not calling people out. Somebody just gave me a message in my DM and they said I walk a fine line while playing Gully TV. Wow, I'm not playing, but while piloting the Gully TV platform, they said, you run a fine line. I said, what you mean? They said, you professional and you got a great platform, but as soon as you have a conflict, you immediately turn into Jamil and shit. I said, you know what? You right. Jamil has problems. Shit. I'm a troubled kid and shit. I'm just being for real. So I'm hard-headed. And these guys, they be trying to, I don't know, impose their will or whatever the fuck they call it and shit. And I only know to be Jamil and shit. You dig? Because that's what I'm best at, being Jamil. I met a white boy, Philly cop, 3 years ago at the gym. He swear he was black or down, but he explained to me he came from upstate PA and never interacted with violence in the hood. Appreciate your contribution to the development of minds. Thank you. My man said this dude got an ego. He needs to get checked. It's a free country, my nigga. You can check me. Don't be intimidated or anything about a mighty black man. I'm just a mighty black man. You dig? We all should carry it like this. We shouldn't be on TV crying and shit like Doc Rivers and shit. I understand what he was doing and shit, but begging to be treated as an equal and we just want to be respected and protected by the Constitution. I ain't one of them niggas. Shit. You dig? So I'm sorry that you can't, my package, you're not in agreement with it. I'm just a strong, dynamic, brilliant black man. Do you understand? My man said, why be equal when we're exceptional? He said, they want us to shuck and jive. Ain't gonna happen. Crying and complaining ain't gonna do it at all. You're a clown. Somebody got something for you as well as the rest of us black men. Don't ever think it's just one of you. You need an education, my nigga. You need a fucking education and shit. If you plan on, I don't know, if you plan on being aggressive with your narrative, you want to make sense and shit. You need punctuation and commas and shit. Don't you know without punctuation, you fuck the whole sentence up? Get your stupid ass out my chat room, clown. You easy money. You don't even have an education. You in here talking this real nigga shit. Niggas like you are terrified of guys like me. I'm more intelligent. I'm more intelligent than you, bum. You's a fucking bum. I run over niggas like you because you think the world is governed by brute strength. And it's not. It's not. It's not. The world is governed by strategists and thinkers and shit. You dig? So yeah, it's easy to run a nigga like you to fuck over, and it's easy to run a nigga like Mano to fuck over and shit. Who's afraid of a fucking bully? Bullies get me charged up. I just let me land this overhand on his motherfucking ass. Since he think he's so motherfucking, you think you some type of great ball of fire. You might be. I just want to land this overhand on your ass one time. See how that See how you handle that. Yeah, because I know I got a good overhand and shit. Let me see how this motherfucker wear on your ass and shit. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it real, man. Like, you might be tough. Let me see if you can shake this overhand, motherfucker. Straight up. He said, you got a platform. Ain't nobody perfect. Don't let people have you on spasm. Oh, you want to see the jab, Andre? That's it. You just got to stick it out there. That's all you got to do, man. They can't get to you. You stick it out there. How they going to get to you? Just put that jab out there. Blue boy confirmed. Checkmate. He said Ike Forte. Ike Corte. He was tough on Knockout Kings and shit. What about the overhand Gucci Man gave old girl you recorded back then? He said a journalist not supposed to be fighting out here. I believe I seen a journalist. Geraldo Rivera was a journalist. He had a TV show called Geraldo, right? Um, some motherfucking Aryans came on his show one time and got the raising hell, and they was throwing chairs, and he bust his motherfucking face open. He was bleeding like a motherfucking shit. You dig? Yeah, got his nose broke. Right. So you can either accept that. You can either accept that. You can either be in the mix of this shit and get your motherfucking nose broke by your guests. You dig? Or, they could throw you a jab. Oh shit. Shit, he was leaking. Shit, I remember that. Yeah, they hit him with a chair. He said Geraldo rumbled, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was in there trying to mix it up. He was trying to get control of his show. This shit was funny as hell. He said Google reporters fighting. It's too many. Then y'all see them niggas try to roll on Charlemagne outside Hot 97. Y'all see Charlemagne juking them niggas outside of Hot. Oh shit. He said, man, or a black man like you though, not a Klan member. If he's not a Klan member, why every time you turn around, he doing something to black folks? Slap Young Bird. His situation with Little C's, Big Sean, Trinidad James, Brian Pumper. Yeah, this is the type shit that he's into and shit. Do y'all see a pattern? Do y'all see a pattern? Do y'all see a pattern? Brian Pumper, Trinidad James, little ass Young Bird. And then you got the nerd on the TV show. Why the fuck? I thought that was fake. I'm like, why is he acting like that with this dude? This dude is, he's a nerd. Like, did he just grip this motherfucker up and slap him? Who does shit like that? Who does shit like that? Please, just tell me. He said throw a real jab. Nah, man, you ain't seeing no real jab. Niggas on here trying to assess my jabs and shit. Niggas, that's how it look. Boom, boom, boom. He said Charlemagne got out of that like Barry Sanders. Then Geraldo went to Fox. Can't beat him, join him. He's now hosting mixtapes for money. I believe you. Ain't nobody gonna have that nigga host a mixtape. Tragedy, Gaddafi got slapped. Now they jump Trage. I've been around Tragedy before. Tragedy a fight, man. No Tragedy from the fucking projects. You not taking that shit like that. You dig? Niggas think that shit be thorough when they get a jump off. Y'all jumped him. 4, 5 niggas, y'all jumped. Same with Bunky SA. Y'all want that? You want that? What about when you get caught by yourself? A motherfucker split your fucking head open. And you weren't even one of the aggressors. You just was there with them and shit. You might not even been one of the aggressors, but you affiliated. That's what happens when niggas be jumping motherfuckers and shit. You don't know when you gonna run into this motherfucker with your family on the day that you not, oh, I got my kid with me and shit. You just jumped the motherfucking shit. Now you walking through the grocery store with your daughter and shit. You dig? Don't forget that. I tell you. Why don't y'all just handle it off camera? If anybody got some money or anything, organizational skills, I beat Mano the fuck up. I'd like to get paid for it, but I will speed whip that nigga ass and shit. I'm telling you what God love. Bullies? Bullies? Don't y'all know the bullies are sweet, man? Like, you're sweet. I got all of the evidence that you're sweet. You dig what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. He said you can't be a goon and a journalist. I'm a journalist for sure, and I'm Jamil. I'm Jamil. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. He said, Nas Money needs to fight. Yeah, I like to get paid. If you're going to beat up a celebrity, you might as well get some money for it and shit. I'm just being for real. Let me get a little something. They don't have to be a lot. Give me 20,000. Give me 20. Bust them the fuck up. 20, give me like 20. I don't need 100. Give me 20. Set it up. Set it up. 20 ain't a lot. Not for them. Not for him. He says he's got it. How much to get a tour of Baltimore inner cities? You can speak to me about that in my inbox. Them BKOG said, man, no ain't sweet though. The type of environments we come up in, it's not really healthy to be sweet. But you gotta know how to pick your opponents and shit like that. I'm out of this nigga league and shit. Straight up. He said, pull up the main store for what? I ain't buying nothing. Go to the store for what? Rumor has it he was on pins and needles when World was alive. Rod Diggs and World was not handled like Young Bird. Hmm. You got a lighter? Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. He said, go on Gates Ave and say that. I don't have time to go to no fucking Gates Ave, not unless I'm paid $1,000 to show the fuck up. That's the booking fee and shit. Aside from that, I have an itinerary. My road manager in there doing her hair and shit. She has an itinerary of bookings and shit. City to city and shit. It's a machine. What do you think is, I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Y'all don't care about how much money he got, none of that shit. I remember when go look at them old Smack DVDs, look at him with them big ass leather jackets and shit on. Hand me down ass leathers and shit. Dope interview with Capadonna. He said World wasn't playing either. Subscribe to the channel, Hip Hop Sports and Fashion. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to Baltimore. Make sure y'all go see that. Why have you never interviewed Troy Ave? I just spoke to him a couple of days ago on my DM. I don't know. You put the second part out. I got President Davo. He one of the, MCs on the rise out of Baltimore. I got something with him. He's also the nephew of the Deans from Rough Rider. Why? I forget the other one's name. What you think about Nas going with Meg Over Nature on the Full Circle joint? Queensbridge politics. I don't know what that's about. Y and D, right. He said you have a white refrigerator in your apartment. I don't have an apartment. I got fucking properties. And if you see me somewhere, I own that shit. It's a deed and property tax to come with that shit. And I never understood what was so funny about that. You have a white refrigerator. What the fuck was funny about that? A refrigerator is for keeping food fresh and shit. I didn't know the exterior of your refrigerator meant anything. That was some dumb broke nigga shit. That ain't no insult. Your refrigerator. What's up with my diet, my nigga? What's up with my diet? I post it all the time. What's up with my diet? I've opened my refrigerator and showed it to Instagram and shit. It was nothing but fruits and vegetables and shit. Like, I didn't get that at all. Like, ain't like 80% of the country got white refrigerators? Like, what the fuck? Oh, he was trying to imply that maybe he has a black refrigerator or he has a refrigerator with the TV on it or some shit. He wants applauded for that. That's what's up to him, I guess. These guys, he said I have a white one, but hopefully I don't get it. I thought it was stupid. It ain't about refrigerator, it's what you're eating. If you got a black refrigerator, but you eat pork, my nigga. What the fuck? Pork swine eating ass nigga. You bragging about your refrigerator filled with bacon and all types of swine and shit, cholesterol and shit. Like what the fuck? What you want? We see you always got your shirt off. You flabby as a motherfucker. Who told this nigga that he had a body and shit? This nigga ain't got a vein to save his life. If you don't got no veins, you see that right there? You see that? You see that? That's low fat content. That's low fat content. I got a reason to take my shirt off. I'm ripped. This flabby ass nigga always got his shirt off like he ripped or something. Man, take your ass to a fucking health club and get in shape, clown. Greg, one more time, you getting the fuck up out this chat, yo. Ken Intelligent, get that nigga Gregory Figueroa, get him out of here. He talk too much. Mm, mm, mm. Refrigerator. What's the difference between black, white, chrome, or stainless? I have no idea. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I just wanted to come over here and kick it. I definitely need to tell y'all about that, how to conduct yourself around the police. Homeboy didn't have to get paralyzed fucking with them. He didn't. And it don't have to be your story either and shit, man. When you see the police get low, if you have an encounter with them, comply. That's it. For real. Said he trying to be Tupac with the shirt off. I don't know. My man said, you was up in the mountains messing with them blades. I was never in the mountains. I never did time in the mountains. And I was too fucking popular to do any fucking underhanded shit. I was too high profile. Where I'ma fuck with a blade at? Everywhere I go in the jail, somebody trying to speak to me or do some type of business with me and shit. Way too high profile. You dig? I was a superstar in jail. I was flossing like a motherfucker. Baddest bitches in the visitor room. Sneakers all over the place and other niggas sell. I was getting money in the jail. I was getting money in the jail. That's a fact. You dig? So I don't know. That jail thing, that seems to be some people's calling card that they present first. I'm just saying mine's is flawless. For real. BG, I appreciate your donation. Damn. Prayers up for battle rapper New Jersey Twerk. He was in a horrible car accident. That's a shame. Why he don't claim Brooklyn Peas and Canarsie. Everybody want to be from someplace they not. I don't have no jail stories for you. That shit's old, corny. Um, Jail is the portion of your life when you were captured. You failed to get when you failed. Number one, you obviously took a plea bargain or you lost a trial. Whatever the case is, failure. It's nothing to speak about in terms of glorifying things and shit. It's not. Kiva Bolton says Mano buy property in Brooklyn, Gully buy property in Pennsylvania. Mano don't own shit in Brooklyn. Jay Harris was up at Albion with you. He said, what happened to being, why you been spazzing lately? It ain't no civilized with a guy like Mano. You can't play with niggas like that. They get bold when you be pussyfooting around with them. Them bully type niggas, they get bold as shit. You gotta let them know, nigga, I'll fight your ass right now. Whatever you wanna do, war, chaos, we can do a shit right now today. I'm like that. You did? And if you not like that, you need to go find somebody else to fucking play with and shit. You need to know this shit is not for jokes. For real. Twerk fell asleep behind the wheel. I hope he wasn't on drugs, yo. Twerk was thrown from the whip. Damn. Damn. You should get right to it. Yeah, get right to it. On site type shit. He said they will turn up if they feel comfortable. Yeah. What do you think about the 17-year-old white supremacist that murdered two of us in Kenosha, Wisconsin with an AR-15? I've been black my whole life. Seen the 16th Street Baptist Church situation. Seen Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof killed 9 people in a church. They took him to McDonald's. I'm not surprised. For real. He said it was 5 a.m. and he was drinking earlier. That's a shame, yo. You're not gonna get no good outcome fucking with no drugs, yo. Murder Unit 3. I start working on it soon. I don't want to get y'all no date, because then y'all be holding me to them dates. Y'all be all in my DM. Nigga, you said on the 16th? He said you gotta make bullies feel uncomfortable. Meet them face to face like a pit. He said shot them and walked away. So at least one of the people he killed was white. He's been arrested for this, of course, right? Hey, Teron Jackson, whatever your name is, don't nobody tell me what the fuck to do. Nobody. Straight up. Where the You Guy interview. I have no idea, man. Maybe it's something that might have happen in the near future. I appreciate King Odie, your artist. Yep, he fired too. A lot of people slept on Steve Francis. I went and watched the 2000 NBA slam dunk contest. They were measuring how high they were off the ground. Steve Francis was off the ground 40 inches a couple times. Vince only the highest Vince jumper was like 37 inches during that dunk contest. Kevin Garnett called him an astronaut. Twerk accident was last week. He good now. Cool. Thank you, Soul Side. Y'all like this video? It's nearly 700 people here, man. We can make this a night to remember. Vince put his arm in the rim. I got the inside to all that. That whole dunk contest, y'all gonna love it. I was like a kid in the candy store last night. Next time you come to Baltimore, you gotta come to Sandtown. I'm gonna come wherever I got booked at. I got booked to be on Pennsylvania Avenue. Shout out to President Davo. White boy from Lake County, Illinois, 17 years old, was with the cops early that night. They let him walk away from the scene. You can ask me that question in my DM. I'm on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. Y'all follow me there. Travis Williams. They need to do a Steve Francis, but I just got a blockbuster text message. I've been here almost 50 minutes. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I really, really appreciate y'all for coming through. Subscribe to the channel. I got merch. www.therealdribble.com, man. I got fly shit over there. Go over there and get you something. Little Larry and people like him, they were more than just drug dealers. It's more Little Larry come. I got pictures of him now. Can you tell Victor Page is on wet when you interviewed him? He was sober when I interviewed him. I interviewed him. He had just got off work. He was working construction and some shit like that. Oh, H, I want to. I'm with it. I got your text. I got the phone in my hand and shit. How do I feel about the Vlad situation? You know what to expect from these people, man. Can you get Walt Williams? I was talking to Steve about Walt Williams last night. Man, should I need that hat? Go to Woodbury Commons. Woodbury Commons. Take a trip up there. Go to the Valley store. It will fit my head right. Look like Frankie Beverly and shit. Vlad and Nick Cannon did the same thing, different words. Are you going to interview Blue Boy? For what? Nah, that's Cloud Chaser TV. He asked them enough questions and shit. There's nothing for me to rebuttal this shit for. For real. I'm about to get up out of here, though. That's 50 minutes I've been with y'all. I appreciate everybody who came through. I'm about to roll up. I'm about to edit some of this footage so y'all can have content. Can we get a live commentary at a game from you tonight? Play tonight. The Lakers. Patagonia. Yeah. Yeah, Ike Love. I'll be on my Ike Love, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through, though. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Gully TV1. I appreciate everybody that dropped the donation. About to get up out of here. Peace.